jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world combat sports. Talking way too much, world combat sports. Talking way too much, world combat sports.
WC is back on the boulevard once again. You already know, man. First in the building. Fistiana fights on deck. What it do, Fistiana? Appreciate you the first one to pull up. I will sing to you, but you know what? I don't want to piss nobody off around here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to piss all the other ones off around here that's trying to lay claim. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get nobody else mad. I ain't trying to get no more smoke. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people just getting upset, dropping DMs for no motherfucking reason. And then I have to goddamn do a live stream on their ass and give them a headstone. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep it all peaceful. Appreciate you pulling up there, Queen. You already know. CMD Boxing Report. Salute, WC. Salute to you. What's good? What is good? Salute to everyone that's on deck, man. Hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Shout out to the XO Factory in the building. What's good, OG? I'm back on deck for some good cooking, big bro. What's good? Yes, we're going to do this. I just need to highlight some things with Mr. L. Chin Checker. I just need to let some things be known. You know, I come from back in the day boxing. You know what I'm saying? Things was quite different. People wasn't crying as much. You didn't have people switching up all the time. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have people switching up all the time. It just doesn't make sense to me why the YTC is not really boxing fans anymore. But they just gossip columns, man. They go with whatever is trending. That's pretty much what it is. Not everybody. I'm just saying some of them, a lot. A space lot. A space lot, okay? You know what I'm saying? A lot is just become gossip columns, and they want to go with the good guy for no damn reason. Nova on deck. I see you. What's good? What is good? Salute to everyone that's in the building, man. Big shout out to the ones that's on deck. WCS back with another one. I had to keep it simple. Hold on for a second. What is that? Yeah, I had to keep it simple, and I want to keep the attention on the fight of the year, supposedly right now. L. Chin Checker himself, Gervonta Tank Davis. A name that I coined when he was down here in Atlanta and just finished knocking out Mario Barrios. So I said, you know, I'm going to call you El Chin Checker because that's what Gervonta most of the time be doing, checking chins. For real, checking chins. You know what I'm saying? Nobody right now, you know what I'm saying, besides Deontay Wilder, they be checking chins like the Gervonta Davis. I'm talking about active fighter right now. You know what I'm saying? It's Gervonta Davis. Let's talk about the facts at hand, okay? So recently information came out about all these stipulations, and it's not really a lot of stipulations. It's just enough to stir the pot because when you're the A side, you can make changes like that. You know what I'm saying? You can make revisions. You can make demands. And Gervonta Davis, at this point in time in his career, is 28 victories and 0 defeats with 26 coming by way of knockout. He's currently 28 years of age, southpaw, 5'5.5", y'all. 5'5.5", and 67.5-inch reach with a 92.86% KO ratio. Dude, dangerous. God blessed him different, right? God blessed him different. He 5'5", 67.5-inch reach, and he is working for AT&T, reaching out and touching people. Look, Ryan Garcia is 23 victories and 0 defeats and 19 knockouts. Right? Fine. With a 70-inch reach and the 82.61% knockout ratio. Okay? He's 20 years old. 4 years the youth of Tank Davis, right? Both of these fighters have kids, right? And both of these fighters are professional boxers. Now, it's came to a head after all of what we witnessed when Ryan Garcia was ducking fighters not too long ago. Those of you that followed back then, that was staying close to the streets, the media streets about boxing, you know that Ryan Garcia pulled out of several fights that we can clearly say that it was ducking. He won the interim WBC title. He didn't have no respect for Devin Haney. He didn't even want to activate. He said, hey, stop talking to me. You can talk to my attorneys. I'm not doing it. And then instead, he said he wanted Gervonta Davis. He pulled out of that fight and came back with a mental health issue. The headlines was mental health, y'all. So you know your boy. You know, I had to pull up the receipts because Ryan Garcia, to me, he's a good guy, man. I think Ryan Garcia ultimately is a good guy, right? But he's at a point in his life where he's in a point in his boxing life where he can't get everything he wants. Y'all know how that go, right? When you used to getting everything you want, and then you get into a situation where you feel it's so easy to continue the routine that you've been used to, and you find out that somebody's telling you NO right now. No. Now, behind closed doors, I don't know if Ryan Garcia threw tantrums when he was growing up and he was told no, but somehow he was really conditioned to hearing yes. So right now, he's not hearing yes because he's not the A side. So I'm looking at this whole deal with a panoptic view, right? I'm just over this motherfucker with a panoptic view. So I'm looking down on this bitch and I'm saying, okay, I see what Gervonta Davis has been able to accomplish. I see what Ryan Garcia has been able to accomplish. I get it. Finally, you know, we're trying to say, okay, boxing, how you going to treat us now? Are you going to take us for a whole nother ride? Is this going to be another hocus pocus adventure? And then we get word that the press is coming out. All right, the East Coast and the West Coast press is happening. We're like, oh shit, they actually going down. All right, boom, the press will happen. First on the East Coast, Gervonta's like 2 hours late. So that allows for the commentators to interview fighters. All right, so we had an opportunity to see Ryan Garcia before he had a face-off with Tank Davis. We had an opportunity. So he came up there, you know, nothing too snazzy, just a jacket, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever type of blush, maybe the California Sunset peach cream cobbler, you know, facial blush he had on with some freaking Garcia limited edition eyeliner. I don't know what it was, bro. But, you know, he was made up, glammed up and everything. They was talking to him, and then automatically he wanted to present information about details, contractual details, right? And you can tell he was perturbed about the rehydration clause and saying that they was trying to weight drain him. Now, with all that said, he goes up there on stage and he want to let the people know the exact same information that he just let the people know. He want to get up on stage and complain about a rehydration clause when this man has been on record and saying he walk around at 145, 150. So if the rehydration clause is going to take you up close to what your walk around weight is, and you're trying to tell me that you weighing in on the morning of the fight? You weighing in on the morning of the fight? Listen to me, people. They're weighing in the morning of the fight, and you're crying. You're whining, bitching, moaning, feeling entitled, and you get to weigh in the morning of the fight, and you can rehydrate up. You can rehydrate 10 pounds. 10 pounds off a catch weight. Now let me get this straight. Hold up. Let me get this straight. Initially, when he was coming into this fight, right? This is the entitlement of Garcia. I used to call him Ryan Lion Garcia because he was a Duck Masters Coalition. Ryan Lion Garcia initially wanted to fight at 140. Just because he didn't get his way, they drop him down, right? They drop this man down. 136 is the weight. And you can't rehydrate higher than 10 pounds up to the day of the weigh-in. That's all you have to do. That goes for both fighters. But you're going to tell the public that you walk around at 145, 150? So this is what I'm asking once again to those content creators, the creators that's out there trying to hate on Gervonta. What did he do wrong? What did Tank Davis do wrong in this case? Like, y'all will talk about how Floyd Mayweather had to make sacrifices when it came to Oscar. You would go through all these lines of fighters who had to make sacrifices, right? Coming up, all these big names. But all of a sudden, we're in a new era. Y'all had an adrenaline dump for 2022 because you didn't get Crawford Spence. You spent day in and day out talking shit about Crawford, and now you're exhausted. Now you're trying to come up with new, refreshing content, and the easier target is saying, "Oh, let's switch it up right now." You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about, since they're trying to say Gervonta is going to be the face of boxing if he wins, let's start talking about Gervonta. Let's keep coddling freaking Ryan Garcia because we feel like it's dangerous for him to have put a rehydration clause on Garcia. And I'm saying to myself, wow, this is amazing. Like, the man said he'd walk around at 145, 150, right? But now y'all talking about what on the brain? Now we got the YTC doctors on deck. The unemployed YTC doctors are on deck for Ryan Garcia to go through a whole examination free of charge, okay? Free of charge, and also inaccurate. They're going through a whole examination process to say how this fight is dangerous because Tank Davis placed a rehydration clause on both of them. Not to mention that Tank Davis has fought at 140. Not to mention Tank had already lost his belt on the scale before 130. Went up to 135 and returned back to 130. And people was like, well, I don't think he's going to make the weight, man. He ain't disciplined. You see how fat he is? All these memes was going around. They had fat Gervonta memes going all around, calling him a Cabbage Patch Kid and all this other shit, right? Y'all remember that? Now he ain't him. Now Gervonta is dialed in. Some shit changed behind the scenes. And because shit has changed, and he's been having those highlight reel knockouts, now people want to sit up here and babysit Ryan Garcia. This man has not even fought outside of 140 yet, bro. And they are sitting up here acting like they need to do a live stream on the health condition of Ryan Garcia. Like, are y'all doing it on the health condition? Like the physical part of it? Or you talking about mental health? Because last time he was talking about mental health. And I think a lot of people mad because I'm gonna show you why a lot of people mad. This is why they mad at Gervonta, because they remember. See, I got the receipts. You know what I'm saying? I dip in the hard drive and shit. I got the receipts. But let's talk about this. This is why people want to turn their back on Tank. You know, they love in the door Iron Mike Tyson, with him being a knockout artist, right? They love and adore Iron Mike Tyson for being a knockout artist. Gervonta Davis said, we just built different. We come from two different places, and I want to show it. You know how I'll fight my mental health? By putting the pain on you. Greasy. Oh my God, that's greasy. Somebody get a cholesterol check immediately. Hurry up. Let's get a triage immediately. That shit was greasy. Gervonta said, we just built different, nigga. That's it. We built different. We come from two different places. And I want to show it. You know how I'll fight my mental health? By putting the pain on you. That is just greasy right there. That's just crazy. Ryan Garcia said, being honest about mental health is strength. Educate yourself and don't bring that hate to our beautiful sport. Now go tell your team to make our fight so you can see and feel the power. Well, Ryan Garcia called this a beautiful sport. Real talk. Ryan Garcia called this a beautiful sport. But yet, one of the faces and one of the cash cows of this era, Canelo Alvarez, had basically been on record as saying you're not dedicated. He don't believe you as being dedicated, that Ryan Garcia. And in this beautiful sport, when y'all was under the same roof, everything was good. You was under the roof with a future Hall of Famer and a legend in Canelo Alvarez. You had the opportunity to be on the same roof, but it didn't work out, right? It did not work out for you. Then Ryan Garcia, for this beautiful sport, and being that I know your Lord and Jesus, you know what I'm saying? Your Lord and Jesus, right? When they ask you the question, because I know you've asked for forgiveness since lying like this, right? But when they ask you a question, who do you have, or who are you going for, Ryan Garcia, between Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin? Who are you going for, Ryan? At that moment, and thinking his Jesus Christ, he lied and said, oh, I believe Gennady Golovkin get it done. I believe Triple G gets it done. I believe he gets it done. I believe he wins the fight. He sat up there and lied to the people. Just like he lied when he said he wanted to fight freaking Gervonta Davis that time, and he jumped out the motherfucking plane without a parachute. By all means necessary, I got to go. That's what Ryan Garcia, by all means necessary, I'm out. No, you don't have a shoot on. I don't care. Ryan Garcia was ducking, gone. This man said Triple G was going to beat Canelo. And that was after he released himself from that gym. You wasn't truthful, big homie. You wasn't truthful at all. But what you're really mad about is when Gervonta Davis told you about this, your mental health, when he responded, he told you about that shit. He told you the way he fight it is by putting pain on you. And you know what? I believe him. At the end of the day, I believe him. Because when you try to sit up there in front of your hometown people and you try to give us a different look, you feel me? You want to give us something more intense than what you gave us on the East Coast, because you was a little fizzled. You seemed like you was pouty, throwing a little temper tantrum. I think mental health was playing a role right there, Ryan Garcia. Like I saw it in your eyes again. You was thinking about this tweet. You was thinking about the time y'all was in the club. You know what I'm saying? You was thinking about the time Canelo Alvarez said you weren't dedicated to the sport. You was thinking of all the people, all the professional fighters you ducked. You was basically reliving all that shit. It was like a vortex. your mental housing group, right? That shit was just swirling and swirling and swirling. And it just seems like you was damn near about to have a panic attack, bro, in this beautiful sport. It seemed like when you was finally up on that tier to step in there with somebody like Tank, you wanted to be a snitch. You lost control of your bearing. You went up there, started talking about contractual details. And I felt you broke the code there, Ryan. I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt you broke the code, bro. I felt like you broke the code. Seriously, I just feel like you broke the code, bro. Hold on for a second. Now, I'm not questioning any type of masculinity or anything. I'm not doing that. I'm not disrespecting a man like that at all. I just feel like, from what I've been listening to, Ryan Garcia, you've been trying to convince the people that you're made for this moment. But yet, you go out there and you just start letting the fans know that he put a rehydration clause in there. But yet today, or the other day, I see you on a scale and you at around 146, right? 146 with about 42 days remaining or something like that, 42 days, and you're at 146, right? So let's say you at 146, you got 10 more pounds to lose in 42 days. You have 10 more pounds to lose because you made a mention of that when you was being interviewed by Luke and Brian, right? You pretty much let them know that, hey, I'm looking pretty good right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in shape. So you're telling the people that you're looking pretty good. You're set. You're on par with your weight loss goals and dropping those pounds. But yet and still, you saying you look good, you're gonna sit up here and tell the people that what I don't like, yeah, I'm looking the way I'm supposed to. I'm handling my business, but yet I'm gonna be pouty and bitchy about the rehydration clause. He's trying to drain me. He want me only to rehydrate 10 pounds. 10 pounds, right? But yet 10 pounds will put you at what? 146. If you walk around at 150, you trying to tell me 4 pounds is going to ruin your life? By the time you weigh in the morning and to the evening of the fight, you would already put that weight back on. That's why I'm saying you ain't true to yourself, bro. Ryan Garcia, you ain't true to yourself, man. I know a lot of people going around here, you know, holding your hand, and you can do no wrong right now, but you're not being true to yourself. Seriously, you ain't being true to yourself. It was a reason why you called Tank out. You talking about a guy that doesn't even have all the titles at lightweight division. He's not even considered the undisputed champion, bro. He's not even the undisputed champion. So why do you want to fight him? What attraction do you have to Gervonta Davis? So if you feel like a lot of us are feeling that he's a star attraction, right? And he's going in there, he's gonna earn his dues. He's been showing out. He is the pay-per-view star right now, right? So if you know all that to be true, you coming for the clout. That's all. You coming for the clout, Ryan. You want a part of it. You want his spot. And the only way that you can get Gervonta Tank Davis' spot is that you go up there and take it. That's all you got to do, Ryan. You go up there and take it. You got to go up there and take it. That's it. You don't have to whine. You don't have to bitch and complain about it. You don't have to drop contractual details. You don't have to do anything except continue to drop that weight. If you at 146 and that scale is correct, you got a dime to lose. You weigh in. You do what you have to do. And then you rehydrate up just enough so you can make that weight. I don't want you coming off no purse and you going through your mental health now. I don't want you to say you got to pull out the fight the morning of because, hey, I came in at 147. I want you to be sound-minded, brother. What's going on, Joe Allen Boxing? He said none of these guys make it in the 70s. Hey, shout out to Joe, man. Hey, man, I'm a 70. You know, I feel where you're coming from. Both of these guys have ducked fights. I think all is about promoting the fight. How about go back to the real boxing where the fighters have to make real weight the morning of, afternoon of fight? Well, you have to look at it this way, Joe, and appreciate your comment, right? You're talking about guys who have extensive amateurs, Joe. You're talking about Ryan Garcia, amateur. They already know what it is to weigh in the day of. Gervonta Davis, amateur. They got the pedigree. They do, man. I gotta give them both. They're flowers on that. They got the pedigree, bro. But as far as fighters in the professional ranks weighing in the day of, if they would have kept that rule without changing it, like, you got to evolve with the time. You got to leave tradition behind, and then you have to evolve. And whatever those rule changes are to help us better evolve for the sport, we're still unclear. Now, I can clearly tell you that 15 rounds to 12 rounds in the championship, okay, cool. All right. The weight, it's been medical findings, this, that, and the other. I don't know if we have enough results as far as the fighters goes. A weighing in on the same day causes serious health problems across the board. That's just like when they took away the headgear. They brought the headgear to the Olympics, and then they removed it. They say, well, you can take more damage, more brain damage, more neurological damage with headgear on. So it's better to fight with no headgear. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to do away with tradition for the right reasons. They feel like doing away with headgear was for the right reason because it caused more brain damage, more neurological issues, right? 15 rounds. Let's chop that down. That is a long time to be fighting. Let's chop that down. Let's take it championship to 12 rounds. You feel me? So when it comes to weighing in on the same day, it's all about who's on these commissions, because we know boxing doesn't have no single commission. We know boxing isn't regulated. Who can get that changed? You know what I'm saying? Because look at it this way. What if you was fighting in NYC and they say you got to weigh in on the day of, right? And then you was fighting in Vegas and they say, no, we're going to keep it the way it is right now. If there was no significant changes in fighters getting hurt, right, weighing in on the first day, then that might somehow bleed over the influence for Nevada State Athletic Commission to say, okay, let's have weigh-ins on the day of. Now, it'd be a lot of complaining because fighters want to get to a point where they want to eat and feel comfortable and get themselves right. Everybody's physical anatomy is different. So they can eat, you know what I'm saying, get that protein in their body and all that, and get ready for the fight. Weighing in on the day of, it sucks. Boxing ain't the way it used to be, Joe. Just like you said, that ain't the way it used to be. It'd be a lot of people getting attorneys. I don't think it's healthy. I want to go before the commission. God damn it. I want to start a petition. I want to start a coalition. Coalition, petition, signatures. I want all of it. This isn't right. Motherfuckers be out there with the camera phone on, with the light, goddamn singing and shit. And for the mental health, is a fella is mentally ill, they shouldn't be fighting. Well, it's quite difficult to say, well, is somebody mentally ill? What is the extent of mental health? We don't know. Like, we don't know when it comes down to being entitled. I know it sounds bad with me saying entitled, but some people, man, some kids I knew that was growing up, right, they threw temper tantrums and had a fit because they wouldn't get their way. And they always want to put these kids on medication, but all they need is strict discipline. Since they never got the strict discipline in the beginning, it's hard for them to believe that now you're going to bring discipline upon me. I don't know what this is. It hurts. But why am I getting it now? I was acting this way forever. Since I was younger to now, you never beat my ass. Now you up here, putting a strap to me. I don't get it. I need to call DFAC. That's the kids today. You got to start early and let them know. I'm just remembering because they was just throwing fits and tantrums, and they want to claim mental health and give these kids all this medication and stuff. And really, the kids didn't need it. All they need is some type of activities. They needed to be, to work on their social skills, maybe in a group setting, something. Jones on deck. What's good with it, bro? Victor Alvarez, salute. He said, but the question is, why weight drain Ryan Garcia and not weight drain Mario Barrios, who is bigger than Garcia? So let me ask you this. When it comes down to Mario Barrios, Gervonta Davis was stepping up to 140 to fight Mario Barrios for his title, right? Just like any fight, we asked the question, why didn't Errol Spence place all these stipulations on Mikey Garcia, who's moving up 2 weight divisions and never had a fight at 147 pounds? Why wasn't he getting 35%? Why wasn't his monetary purse? Why was all these other fighters? Why were they trying to give Deontay Wilder a flat fee? You can go on and on why people did certain things, right? But he was moving up the Mario Barrios weight class, and he wasn't the champion. Barrios was the champion. So you would think that negotiation leverage would be in favor of Mario Barrios. Maybe not all of it, because he's happy to step in there with Gervonta, but Barrios was not a bum. Barrios was not a bum. Nor did they present themselves like they was a bum looking for a paycheck to fight Tank. He fought his ass off in there. Barrios fought his ass off. So you have to understand, he was the champion, bro. So I want to ask you this question, Victor. Who was the A side in that fight? Right? Who was the champion? Who was the A side? And who can tell me the negotiation leverage that was in that fight, since Gervonta was coming up to that division and fighting somebody that had a belt, fighting a champion that had a belt? Everybody can't have the Canelo Alvarez treatment when he move up a weight division and he's the A side, and they pretty much work out some stipulations and everything. See, boxing is different. There's no template to boxing. Why did Canelo Alvarez move up to Gennadi's weight class and he was considered the A side? Why was that? Why was that? Michael Johnson Boxing Talking More, salute. Not only that, he said he comes in and fight around 148. See, if he comes in around 148, I'm pretty sure, Michael, that he'll be 148 or plus on fight day. I'm talking about when he steps into the ring after weighing in the morning, he should be 148. He should be 148. So that's what I'm saying. I believe and wholeheartedly that Ryan is freaking just whining, bro. He loves to get things his way. That's all I'm saying. He loves to have things his way, man. And you just gonna go up there and drop, contractual details when you get in the biggest fight of your life and your resume doesn't even compare to Tank's? That's bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's you being selfish a little bit. Real talk. And look, Sims, you come over here and say, let me go back up. Victor, not Sims. You say, why weight drain? But yet you don't ask, why did he duck Tank? Oh, you're going to say it was mental health. I get it. So if you made it a point to say you're going after Tank, that's the only fight I want. You going after Tank, that's the only fight I want, right? Did you think you was just going to be able to come in here and give them all the damn amenities that you wanted and you was going to be blessed by it? You say, I want the fight at 140. I want this much money, that. I mean, come on, bro. That's being entitled, bro. That's being a silver spoon type kid who hasn't looked impressive like with any big names besides Luke Campbell to date. Come on, bro. Like nobody on your resume that you can even come close to comparing to equal or exceed that of Tank Davis. Nobody. Yeah, correct, Sims. Mario was the champ, bro. Come on, that's easy work. Mario was the champ. He wasn't a bum. Why y'all not giving Mario his credit? Mario wasn't a bum, man. You see that fight? Did y'all look at that fight? Barrios was handling his shit, bro. It just got to a point where Tank was freaking breaking his ass down over time. And when he landed that left to the body, that body shot, ugh, just greasy. Oh my God. Titan was good, bro. There are no codes in boxing anymore. I kind of agree with you on that, man. But for me, my code was more so dealing with contracts. You know what I'm saying? When I talk about code, the confidentiality aspect of contracts, that's where I was going with it. It's supposed to be some type of ethics. It has to be some type of ethics, bro. I know boxing allows fighters to come from all walks of life and compete for a living, right? But you have to have, as a person, you have to have some type of ethics, per se. Perfect example, Joe. I give this example to you. Just like they say sparring. They say sparring is supposed to be kept in the gym. But only certain fighters respect sparring being kept in the gym. So if that was the case, we would see no sparring across the board. But that's not it. It depended on who it is that sparring is leaked. And you see a motherfucker getting his ass beat and getting knocked down. And that person has a title shot coming up. Why? Why is there individuals in there recording? I can see if they want to look at film. But you have individuals recording all the time and they leaking it out. I mean, come on, bro. That's supposed to be a so-called code, right? Because that's what certain people say. Oh, no. You walk in the gym, no recording, no recording. But then you have some fighters on the high level, elite level. You see them out there putting hands on a fighter. They put sparring out all the time, so it all depends. You know what I'm saying? They say it's supposed to be a code. Sparring not supposed to be talked about, supposed to be left in the gym. But then Joe said there's no codes. You see the sparring is leaked out online, then, hey, it's no codes. Nova said Ryan think he about to beat his bully, but this ain't a movie. I like that. You know, that's pretty much a partial, you know, checking the box for me. He do feel that way. Seriously. Ryan believes this is a silver screen. This is a time for him to change levels. Like, let's think about this. Ryan is dabbling in Hollywood already. Ryan has been on commercial. Ryan has the looks to switch over to Hollywood. But one thing about boxing, this ain't Creed. There may be some similarities with some people wearing gloves and going through choreography. But in reality, when you box, your ass is getting touched up for real. Whatever swelling and shit and what you wear in the fight, that is real life. Ryan Garcia, to me, I don't see him going in there shocking the world at all. I don't put his ring IQ, just like I said for Rolly, I don't put his ring IQ nowhere even close to Gervonta Davis's ring IQ. Not even just a smell. I don't, bro. I don't believe in just riding the motherfucking train into the station just because that shit got a new paint job on it. Oh my God, that's Ryan. 9,000 plus on IG. Oh, look at his hair. Wow. Look at his hair. It looks just like Mikey Garcia when he fights. Just like Mario Barrios. Their hair's just so straight. It doesn't move. Unbelievable. Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. Man, they want to be selective on what good guy they support. Yeah, for real. Y'all want to be selective on what good guy you support. Oh, Ryan's a good guy. He's a good guy. So what? He ducked the fighter. Does ducking really exist? Come on. Yeah, if you Crawford. Yeah, if your name Bud Crawford, hell yeah. Yeah, they got ducking in that they little dictionary, the YTC dictionary that they drafted up. And when it calls duck it says Terrence Crawford, he ducked the negotiation process in 2022. He's supposed to sign a contract with Al Spence, and he didn't do it. I don't like what he did. He got up without permission, and he didn't do what he's supposed to do. I don't like him at all. Sound like some big ass fucking babies, bro. They won't support that good guy, but they'll support Ryan Garcia. He can do no wrong. He can do no wrong, boy. It ain't all about boxing no more. Because if it was about boxing, y'all show Tank the same love you show Iron Mike. And Iron Mike did way more during his active boxing career than Tank. Way more. And I'm not saying, okay, this wrong was less severe than that wrong. All right? They had their fuck ups. All right? But when you talk about, come on, man. I think in the ring, what has Tank done bad? Like, you come to see him fight, and he's been giving you what you pay to come see him do, right? So we had Edgar Berlanga try to become Hannibal Lecter, and he tried to bite a whole clavicle bone out of his opponent. I think that's disgraceful, bro. But nobody ain't talking about that. That shit just evaporating into the air. Ain't nobody talking about. What if Tank Davis would have bit down on the motherfucker, dog? What if he would have jumped up and tried to, clench down on the motherfucking shoulder and his feet was off the ground? What if he would have did some shit like that? Man, they would have been out there protesting. Ban him. Calvin, oh my God. That's unacceptable, Calvin. He should be banned from the sport, Calvin. Kenny, come here, Kenny. We never hear you talk too much. Come here, Kenny. Give us your thoughts. Come on, Kenny. He just bit his clavicle. I'm telling you, bro. If that would have been Tank that did some shit Edgar Berlanga did, oh my God. What? If he would have bit down on Mario Barrios' ear, El Azteca, if he would have bit Mario Barrios' ear and then bit the other ear, oh my God. They would have been pushed for him to be suspended for life. They would have pushed for him to be suspended for life, y'all. That's the era we in right now. These dudes selectively choose who they want to be their primo. They numero uno. I need for you to be my baby, mijo. Mijo. Te quiero mucho, mi amor. Te quiero mucho, mi amor. You can do no wrong. He's trying to give himself false confidence. Hey man, I don't mind a person psyching themselves up. You know what I'm saying? To go into a tough situation, because somehow, some way, you have to get your brain on tap with, when your heart is not saying it. You know what I'm saying? If your heart is not on the same watch as your mental state and your mind, then you got a problem. You need for them to be one. They need to work as a team, especially in an adverse situation. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the heart is always not there, for the mind. When the mind is telling you something, your heart may not all the way be there. But hey, whatever he needs to do it. Yes, absolutely. Nova, he ducked Devin. Absolutely, bro. He told them, stop calling me, stop contacting me. You contact my attorneys. That's what you call entitlement. That's what you call entitlement. If he had a family member, I swear to God, if I can prove that he had a family member in boxing, I would say he is the golden child of nepotism. Seriously, I would say, God damn it, that is the golden child of boxing when it comes to nepotism. Seriously. Put some respect on the dream. Hey, man, boxing's tough. You know what I'm saying? Boxing's tough. Boxing's tough when it comes to who your fans That's another thing. Like boxing does a lot of black and white type shading, right? They'll try to say this boxer ain't getting something because he's black. This fight ain't getting something because he's Mexican, European, or whatever. Not so much in MMA, but boxing try to they kind of shade that shit sometimes, right? But with Tank, you talking about somebody who's been through the motherfucking the fire. You have to say he wasn't in the mud. He was below the mud. He had to come from beneath the mud. What he had to go through, he had to come from beneath the mud and learn how to exist enough to get the way he was now. He came, you would consider that to be the hell that everybody's talking about. But the only thing about boxing, if you got somebody that's had a rough upbringing like that, they don't even want to hear about what it took for you to get here. They expect boxers who get punched in the head. I say this all the time from interviewing fighters, right? They would say boxers who get punched in the head, they act like you're supposed to have a decent dialogue with these cats. These cats are being punched in the head in sparring, and they being punched in the head doing the fight, right? So let's calibrate this to make sense. Name sports that you have to get beat up to the point where that particular damage is going to hinder your performance quicker than you would like. You only have one brain, one neurological headquarters. You only have one. Boxing, you fight with a certain ounce glove and you take the punishment. That shit is a tough sport, but people get it fucked up. People sit up here and talk as if these fighters are not taking punishment, and they won't go up here and put hands on people and just have episodes where they just kind of do sporadic shit. That's combat sports in general, bro. Like, I don't get what people think about some of these fighters, but that's where I'm at with it. Like, yeah, they're gonna point the finger, at Tank and what he's done outside the ring, but when I've been to Tank fights, man, the crowd is going crazy. Like, they really happy to see, El Chin Checker walk to the ring, man. Because they anxious to see him get a knockout. So since God blessed him with the motherfucking gift to have it in both hands, right? Because he can punch with his right too. God blessed him to be compact and dynamite in both hands. And he's able to master a crowd the way he was. I'm wondering to myself, is Ryan Garcia a little bit jealous of that? I'm just wondering if Ryan Garcia is a little jealous of that. Because, Tank being on pay-per-view, him being able to amass a following the way he's been, and plus, being on pay-per-view the way he has, and being how athletic he is, being an all-around fighter, I wonder is Ryan Garcia a little bit jealous when it comes to the boxing, tier, the boxing superstardom. Ryan Garcia wants it. I believe Ryan Garcia wants the slot. He wants Gervonta Davis' spot because that'll catapult him. Look, I'm gonna tell you some shit, right? If Ryan Garcia was in his spot April 23rd in Tank's spot, you would see this dude on a commercial, 2 or 3, 4, 5 commercials before Sunday. They would have already made these commercials. They say, we're going to put these out. We're not going to tell anybody. Okay, I know you goddamn, you was all anxious and you was running your fucking mouth up there, because you was mad that he was late. But listen, keep this under wraps. Do we have to make you sign an NDA? Okay, that means be quiet. Don't mention anything. He beat Gervonta Davis, man. This must be on 8 commercials tomorrow. He will be featured in Creed 4 already. He will be contending for the heavyweight championship, goddammit. Because Creed don't have any other weight class. Ryan Garcia be competing for the heavyweight championship, dog. Jay Ready, what's good? Ready on deck. True Media Today, USA Boxing, Coach Malachi in the building, man. Peace at WCS. Let's get the lights up. Salute to you, Coach. On deck, Andrew Charles in the building. What's good with it, Drew? That would be a worldwide protest if Tank chumped down on somebody. Andrew, I'm telling you, man, just think Mario Barrios, the taller fighter, right? And Tank got in close, and he just goddamn did like Mike Tyson. You knew when Mike Tyson was chumping on when he bit down on Vander's ear. You seen it. You seen his goddamn whole behavior, his body, his mannerism, his posture. He clamped down on that bitch. Imagine Tank clamping down on that motherfucking and Barrios stood up and Tank was still cinched down on that motherfucker. Oh my God. They would have been calling for security. Lock him up. Al Heyman. We expect you to do what is right, what is fair. Al Heyman, your fighter has almost ended the career of such a good man. No. Al Heyman, do what's right. Press charges against Tank. I swear to God, it'll be a whole documentary, dog. They'll be going to Al Heyman so bad. And Mr. Mayweather. Mr. Mayweather, if you hear us, you know very well he deserves to be locked up and throw away the key. I swear to God, boy, Tank wouldn't make it out the building, dog. Well, he'll make it out the building because them Baltimore, hey man, they different. He'll make it out the fucking building. It'll be some people, you know, that get touched up on the way out the door. But if Tank would have bit bars, they would have been calling him a criminal and deserved jail time, square bids for sure. For sure, man. It would have been telling that dude, there's no way you're boxing again. No way. No way. So you trying to tell me Antonio Margarita can load his gloves up and beat the shit out of Cotto, but just because you didn't catch it, you allow him to go fight Sugar Shane Mosley. All right, now seeing Richardson catches the shit, and you only suspend him for a short period of time. And when he comes back to get his license, he doesn't have to go before a commission to convince them that he needs his license, and he's not trying to kill another fighter by loading his glove with cement. But you're just gonna automatically just give him his license? Okay, I got it. I got it. Thank you. I got it. I got it. King Mitch on deck. What's good with it? Come back, what up? What's good with it? Mitch in the building. Jones said, sounds like Eddie Kane talking to Flash in the 5 Heartbeats. You want my spot? Well, you ain't gonna get it. Because you ain't got it. You ain't got it, sucker. You ain't got it. Man, I'm telling you, bro. To all you new Ryan Garcia fans, this is all I'm putting out there, right? I'm saying just look at it. Just look at the bullet points. Just look at the bullet points, right? Let's first of all, Ryan Garcia, you know, we're not talking about his character, right? It's flaw in all of us. Let's leave the imperfections out. We really don't have to really speak on that. It's not really something that we have to do. It's not pertinent, right? So let's move to the numero uno, his resume. We always talk about his resume. Okay, he has Luke Campbell. Cool, next. We're not going to talk about common opponents and who did it better and who he knocked out and all that, right? Let's talk about number 2. Some flaws that he has. We never really seen this man fight off the back foot. We never seen Ryan Garcia fight on the inside. We never really seen him fight without that chin being held by a string in early spring. This man, with Emmanuel Tago, he was still fighting with his chin up in the air. And look, I hope he comes in there throwing combinations and does his little L'Oreal. Look at the lashes. Made by L'Oreal. Look at the lashes. I hope he blink his eyes in between combinations with Tank, because that's pretty much what you need. You know what I'm saying? All you need is just a glimpse of darkness with Tank. You take your eyes off. That's all you need. That's all you need. That Ryan. Just that little glimpse, like you doing that damn video, and you blink your eyes. That's all you need, bro. That's all you need. Because in my understanding, we blink our eyes 12 times. We blink our eyes 12 times a minute. From my understanding, we blink our eyes 12 times a minute. So if you throw in combination, your hands are active, go ahead. So you got a lot of bad habits, right? Number 4. I'm looking at this whole fight with you and Tank, and I'm trying to convince myself that you mentally strong to make it to the middle rounds. You want to talk about how slow Tank start, and your Tank has been on record as saying, hey, I wish I would have jumped rope more and got warmed up. We know when I was out there rolling, I wasn't totally warmed up. So you totally understand that you believing that this man gets going slower than usual. So pretty much my deal with you is I want to convince myself that you can make it past the 6th round. When Tank starts to heat up, he start heating up differently with each fighter. You know, you can say he's freaking a slow starter, and look at the Rolly Romero fight, and just because he started getting, you know, his temperature started to, you know, rise a little bit and start getting warmed up at near the mid 4th to the end of 4th, and then he really started to get in it. So I'm curious to see if you're able to last past the 6th round. The cinco, the 5th one is, if you're able to get touched by Tank Davis, I'm very curious to know if you can get up like Rolly Romero. Because I don't believe you have a better chin than Rolly Romero there, Ryan Garcia. I'm speaking with honesty. I don't believe the retard strength that Rolly Romero's blessed with, and the conversation him and God had before he was introduced to this earth, just like the conversation Tank had. I don't think your chin is better than Rolly's. I think if Tank catches you flush like he did Leo Santa Cruz, you too, my friend, would be a member of the land of Nod. You too would be a member. The land of Nod. I don't see him landing a shot on you flush like he did Santa Cruz. You know what I'm saying? The body shot he landed with Mario Barrios. The uppercut that he hit Gamboa with in the 12th round. I don't see you getting up from that, Ryan Garcia. I don't see you getting up. Anybody know Ryan Garcia? Tell him I want to make a bet like he did with Errol Spence. He got the money, right? Let him know I want to talk to him. Let him know I want to talk to him. I want to give Ryan some extra motivation. I want to give Ryan Garcia some extra motivation. I don't think you can get up, homie. I don't think you can do it. I don't think you can do it, brother. I'm not trying to take you back to Rocky. You can't win. I'm not trying to do that to you. I'm just putting it out there like, I don't think your chin was birthed to handle the impact like Rolly did. Rolly was coming in with the momentum, and he met Tank's left hand with the momentum, and it came to a head, a collision. I don't think you can get up. If you have a collision with Tank left hand, I don't think you can get up if you had a collision with his right hand. I don't see it. The way you went down with Luke Campbell there, Ryan, I don't think you got it, bro. I don't think you can get up from that. That long ass neck you got, I don't think so, brother. I don't know what people thinking. People saying he gonna go the distance. People giving him the same shit that they said about Rolly. They said, oh, Rolly, he's strong, he big. Look how big Rolly was in there. Now, let's just take a mental picture. Let's take a mental snapshot. Y'all remember how fucking big Rolly Romero was when he fought Tank? I was like, God damn. I thought it was Gilberto. I thought it was Gilberto Ramirez in there fighting Tank. I was like, God damn, he huge. He looked like he was like 154. He put the mustard, the wasabi, vinegar, pepper, jalapeno juice. He had everything on that motherfucker. And he spoon-fed that shit to Rolly. And I'm telling you, Ryan, if he spoon-feeds you some shit that he spoon-fed to freaking Rolly Romero or Leo Santa Cruz, bro, or even Mario Barrios, he punches you to the body like that, you're going down, brother. I don't see it, y'all. Shout out to my guy, Big Blunts and Boxing on deck. What it do, Blunts? Appreciate you, soldier. Done dot on deck. What it do, man? What's the word? World Combat Sports. You got it, bro. You got it. Appreciate you pulling up. What's good with you? Ryan should have been fighting 3 times a year the last few years against opponents on the level. Twice at least. He's very inactive. Not enough ring time. Check this out, Andrew. Wasn't he the same one? You know, it's according to who you listen to. Wasn't he the same one that just was on record when asked why you pulled out of the fight in January and you said, well, I didn't want to risk it anything. I didn't want to risk anything big. I didn't want to get injured. I wanted to be 100%. Basically what you're saying, you didn't have confidence. The opponent that you was going to face, they felt like that was a bum. So they didn't even like just give you the benefit of the doubt just to get a fight out the way. They were trying to put it off on Team Tank. And they were saying, oh, Tank them don't want him to do this. Tank didn't want them to take a fight. They didn't want him to do this. Why wouldn't they? Were they trying to protect the bag? Why would they care? If he was fighting somebody that don't supposed to be on his level, let the man go in there. Let the man fight the soft touch. No, Ryan said, I want to be 100% for the fight. Okay, cool. He don't take the fight. Then he come into the presser talking about, he trying to weight drain me. He trying to, why you trying to, dry me out, man? Why you trying to dry me out? Still doing the face off on the stage. Why you trying to dry me? I'm like, damn, dude, you a baby. You a motherfucking baby, bro. You a baby, bro. You going in there against a monster, and you showing him all this weakness by whining. Look, I'm gonna tell you a few people. Ryan Garcia, I'm gonna tell you a few people that wouldn't have reacted the way you did. All right, I'm gonna tell you a few people that wouldn't have reacted the way you did. So, for one, let's put Devin Haney up there. Let me say Shakur Stevenson. I'm just going through a division you just left. Let me say Keyshawn Davis. I'm even going to throw Frank Martin in there. I'm even going to throw JoJo Diaz. Who else? I don't know about Lomachenko. Lomachenko is political. I don't know. He probably would just try to talk. He probably would have been a voice of reasoning. I don't know what Lomachenko would have did. I don't know. But Teofimo Lopez, I know for a fact would have responded. You know what I'm saying? I know if it was Gary Antoine Russell, he would have responded. If it was Regis Prograis, he would have responded. Josh Taylor would have responded. Subriel Matias would have responded. Jack Catterall would have responded. I'm just throwing some names out there, bro. William Cepeda would have responded. It's a lot of people that wouldn't have did a shoe shine like you was on the video, bro. Javante, clip your ass with a left hook. And you want to say, oh, goofy time. Goofy time. Goofy time. Goofy. Come on, bro. It's plenty of people I can name that would have put hands. They would have been wanting to fight, bro. And you want a damn shoe shine? I mean, no, that wasn't the time. You was up there trying to get physical with Tank, and Tank did a no-look left hook. Brother, The only thing I say about you, Ryan, you better be glad your knees didn't buckle, bro. I swear to you, you better be glad your knees didn't buckle, man. Because who won both press conferences? I know these cats on here trying to be biased. They say, oh, Gervonta won the first press conference. And no, he won both of them. He won both of them. Just because y'all want to talk about a purse, right? That's not enough. Boxing is a physical contact sport. Ryan Garcia took it upon himself because his family was there, and he wanted to try to get physical with a dude that grew up being physical. So this dude showed you, get your hands off me. And before you know it, he done clip you with a left, dog. Hey. Oh, it's no discussion. What are y'all talking about? It's no discussion. He showed up late to the first press conference, stalled him out. Got him all in his feelings, stalled him out. Had him up there, snitching to the thousands watching, the millions watching, whatever. Had him in his feelings, emotional. And then he showed up. He had a little bit more energy because he was on the balcony trying to wait and see when Tank arrives. And then he went down there with all that energy only to get El Chin Checker's left hook to the damn chin. That's exactly what I say, El Chin Checker, bro. He checked your chin at the presser before y'all even sat down and started talking. And you think because you say, well, you've been dancing with the unicorns. So therefore, I always say this to people who tend to cater to that community, right? You either speak up about the community that you support as a person, or stop saying, oh, don't say anything about them, because y'all didn't get on Ryan Garcia for making fun of the unicorn, dance with a unicorn, and trying to insinuate that Tank was fruity. He was zesty. Y'all didn't say anything about that. Any other time you got people up here that, now I don't have no problem with them. Well, shit, Ryan Garcia tried to insinuate. He tried to insinuate, right? Last time I checked, if you see a LGBTQ or somebody over here wearing certain things, you know, like you get man wearing heels with jeans and shit like that, you know they in that community. Well, doesn't that, I mean, come on. Ryan Garcia made a damn remark and trying to damn take shots at Tank. What about all y'all say? I don't have no problem with them now. I ain't say nothing. I ain't have no problem. I'm cool with them. I don't have no problem. Stop capping. You know damn well one of us will roll up on you and they say, oh, I've been a fan. Man, I ain't like that. They'll look around and see how many other brothers looking. Man, you act like you know me. No, don't try to play hard now. Keep it 100. You don't have to lie just to ride. Just keep it 100. They be trying to front so much on this mug, man. Ooh, we Rolly walk right into it. Tank set Rolly up like 2 rounds for that. Yeah, Johns. You know what I'm saying? It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It wasn't as beautiful as the left hook because we seen that left hook coming. We just didn't know. Like, he was playing with his food and he was just setting it up perfect. Like, it wasn't as beautiful as that left uppercut that he landed on Leo. That shit right there, oh man, that shit. Dog, if you ever talking about Rolexes, that shit right there was a timepiece for your ass right there, bro. Russell definitely would not have let that chin. No. Come on now. Hell no, dog. Hey, Regis wouldn't either. New Orleans? Man, please. Regis wouldn't have let that shit slide, dog. Regis wouldn't have let that shit slide. But Ryan did. I like Ryan, but damn, if you ain't right, he is goofy. He's super goofy, bro. If this goofy guy can come in here and make the fight pretty entertaining, then so be it. But for me, I just don't have it in me to believe that he can get up from Aaliyah Santa Cruz left uppercut, from a straight left from Rolly, uppercut Gamboa, or that damn left that he landed to Mario's body when he dropped him. Nah, bro. I don't see it there, Ryan. It was a bad omen. Tank sneaking in the left. Man, I'm telling you, bro. How can you be up there trying to get physical and trying to pump it up and build up the crowd, and you sitting up there with your neck all extended, and you just think it's a good, quirky, goofy time? You know what I'm saying? Like you at the Ronald McDonald Playhouse and shit. And here comes a Big Mac for your ass. He give you a left Big Mac to your chin. I mean, come on, you couldn't see that left hook? I mean, come on, man. He even looked out into the crowd for your chin, bro. Come on, man. It ain't even close. It wasn't no 1-1 presser. It wasn't no 1-1 presser. That shit was done, over. Done, bro. He got in and got out 2-0. He goes into this fight 2-0, y'all. This is the 12-round fight. He already 2-0. I know that's far-fetched, and I'm just giving y'all some, some administrative spreadsheets. You know what I'm saying? Some virtual shit. But all I'm saying, when it comes to this fight with Mr. El Chin Checker out of Baltimore, I just want the media to keep the same energy and stop collaring Ryan Garcia and just finding a way to hate Gervonta Davis. Like you love Mike Tyson. I see y'all niggas. Y'all see Mike Tyson in public, and Mike Tyson is one of the ones that was giving you knockouts at a certain point in his career. He was giving you everything you wanted, but yet he was a mischievous individual. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of bad things. You know what I'm saying? They say Mike didn't play. Mike was crazy. Mike was this, Mike was that. But yet, Gervonta's out the ring activity has not even scratched the surface of Mike Tyson, first. Second of all, the man is giving you what you want. Boxing fans complain about knockouts, but yet they try to act like they're playing PS5. No, I just got to change this feature right here. Okay, he's 5'5.5". I want to build him up to at least about 5'8". That is right there, 5'8". No, let me take it to 5'9", 5'9". Yeah, let me give him some biceps. Yeah, that's it right there. His reach is not even 70 inches. Let me try to give him, let me see, 5'8", 5'9". Let me put his reach at 92 inches. Yeah. I'm gonna give him extra long arms. So therefore, when he throw the left hook, let me see. Can I take Fundora's? Where's Fundora's character? There you go. I'm gonna take Fundora's arms and I'm gonna put it on Tank. Now we getting somewhere. Now we getting the character. That's what I'm saying. They tried to build motherfucking fighters, dog. They motherfucking trying to put Fundora's arm on Tank. They trying to put a little bit more height on him. No, God bless that man to be short, compact, and deadly. Period. They bless Garcia. Look, God bless Garcia with height, right? Even though, Tank say he was a little bit shorter than what he thought. God blessed him with height. All right. He gave him speed. I'll say he got power. Ryan Garcia got power, depending on what opponent that you're talking about. I don't think his power is like that. But Ryan Garcia has power, right? I just look at his power being more effective to those who are static displays. If you're going to stop, then 9 times out of 10, he'll be able to land that shot. Then, God blessed him with aesthetics and a personality. He combined them with his looks and his personality to win people over. So Ryan Garcia can come back and talk about mental health or do something that's like ducking and shit. He can break those rules, but they give him a pass though, because when they look at him, they say, "Oh, he's still growing into his man body. He don't know any better. He's just still maturing." Please step away. Give him time to breathe. Okay? He's just Ryan. He never gonna hurt nobody. That's what they be talking about behind closed doors, bro. Oh man, come on. Come on, man. He's one of the best guys in the sport. He's the face when it comes to morals, principles. Oh my God, Scooby. Scooby-Doo. I swear, dog. Ryan Garcia could do no wrong, bro. He could do no wrong, y'all. But I just, I'm looking, and I just don't know how he's gonna handle the pressure when Gervonta starts to press him, and he has to box off the back foot. One thing about Tank, he showed us that he can, if forced to, he can box off the back foot. He showed us that he can box with one arm. You know what I'm saying? He showed that he can box with one arm. He showed us that he can make adjustments, improvise, adapt, and overcome. Every fight is not going to be a knockout, but guess what? He didn't pick up an L either. He didn't pick up an L either. So he had to make adjustments of hurting his left hand and continue to box off the back foot. Can Ryan make those adjustments? Can Ryan fight through adversity if he's forced to box off the back foot? How is Ryan Garcia in the clinch? Is he going to be able to handle? Look, I don't know if I ever told you why, a part of me, like, looking at people spar. I know people say that, well, there's plenty of stories out there that say, so-and-so did this and that to Tank. And I believe in sparring, they may have had ups and downs in his sparring or whatever. But my deal is that how these fighters perform when it's bright lights, cameras, action, right? That's how I look at it. But with Tank, I seen him do some shit in sparring that you have to be in a game for a long time to remediate that. You have to be around a lot of sparring hours to practice that shit. You have to even be confident to know how to throw it. You have to be confident enough to be able to throw the shit, to be able to execute it, to make it look beautiful. I don't think Ryan Garcia knows the extent, besides looking at a short guy, you know what I'm saying, that he see in front of him, that he knows he has power. But somehow, some way, man, he's trying to see Rolly Romero, he acts goofy when he's being serious. Like, Rolly really don't know when he's acting goofy. That's just part of his personality and persona. I'm not even persona. That's just behavior in general. Ryan Garcia more so is just acting goofy because it feels good to him. In my opinion, because it feels good for him to be goofy. He's gotten away with it for quite some time. And shout out to him for having a positive family around him. Seriously, real talk. Positive upbringing. I mean, I'm saying, just like I say for the Haneys, don't blame the kids if they came up with a silver spoon. Don't blame them, bro. Because I'm going to tell you like this. It's a lot of blame their parents for not providing them with a silver spoon, for not doing what they wanted them to do. Once they get around kids who spoiled and got BMWs and Mercedes and shit, they want to talk about generational wealth, but they lazy as fuck. It's a lot of kids. There's a lot of kids who would like to be, in that type of household of affluency, wear the best clothes, cars, have the circle where, all your friends is pretty much affluent. Their parents are affluent. So I don't mind kids being in a lifestyle with their parents. That's what's supposed to happen. The kids, at the end of the day, these kids, like, they didn't ask to be here. So since the kids are brought here and they didn't request to be here, you can't sit up here from the outside looking in and blame a kid for being mad that somebody else is saying they spoiled and they had the good life and the other person came up rough. They say, how are you putting this blame on me? I didn't ask to be here. My parents brought me on deck. But anyway, I'm just looking at Ryan like his upbringing was solid, but he has to prove to the people once he split those ropes on April 22nd, he has to prove to the people that He's built for this. He's really cut from that cloth. He's really about this. Like, it ain't no faking it. He's really about this. And people been pegging him wrong for a long time. So I'm curious to see him in those pockets of the fight, whether he have to box off the back foot, up against the ropes, clinch. You know what I'm saying? How does he handle adversity once Gervonta start to land those body shots and some hard, effective shots up top? You know what I'm saying? I'm curious to know what he's gonna be like if he does land a couple of his power shots and he doesn't see anything from Gervonta. Like, he doesn't see a reaction. Because people talk about how Gervonta get hit a lot, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've seen him like get hit, and he just gets right back on the motherfucking unicycle. He keeps on pedaling. Get hit again, keep on pedaling. Pop, pop, pop. You know, keep on pedaling. He stays in your space, and he's gonna continue to pedal forward. If you give him space, you give him space. If you don't give him space, then you gotta find out, just like Hector Garcia did. You got to find out, can you take the punches? Hector Garcia looked good for a second. People was like, oh, yeah, Hector, let's go. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. What the? Whew, he made it out the round. Damn. What they doing over there? Why he's talking to? Oh, my God, he's hurt. He's hurt, Mario. Jesus, he's hurt. Oh my God. They stopped the fight. Oh, we hate that guy. I'm serious, bro. They say, oh yeah, Mario. They say Hector made it out the ring, y'all. Oh man. He's tough. I like it. And then Hector started carrying on the conversation with his corner. And he started, no, I'm saying, no, I can't see. I'm blurry. I can't see nothing. Hey, get some water. Splash your water. No. Water's not going to help. I'm telling you, I can't see nothing. Shit is fuzzy. Why somebody wipe my eye? Something's in my eye. Nothing's in your eye, Hector. Stop it. Nothing's in your eye besides gloves. I can't see nothing. Man, goddamn. Let me stop, man. Hector, man, I gotta salute him for standing in the pocket as long as he possibly can. You know, in the Marine Corps, when we doing hand-to-hand combat training, a lot of times when we go into that moment, you're already fatigued. So they work you out and then send you into that scenario already exhausted. And in the sand and everything, we did a lot of grappling in the sand in Iraq, and that's just the worst. Cause sand getting in your eye, you still got to go off feeling and shit like that. But there's no way when it comes to boxing, Tank hit that man as hard as he did, and his team was gonna send him back out there. Like, that's a testament of how blessed this guy is. You know what I'm saying? This dude is giving the fans what they cheered Mike Tyson for, Ernie Shavers for. You know what I'm saying? All these guys that was going there, Roy Jones, James Toney. You know what I'm saying? They was cheering these cats that was going in there, being able to deliver the shot. Not everybody can have that type of shit, bro. Like, you don't have a lot of fighters right now. Like, I know some people claim to be knockout artists, but even with Jamel Charlo fighting Brian Castaño a second time, Castaño was in his ass the first fight. Castaño was right there in his space, and they had a bad game plan. They weren't listening to the corner. I don't know, but he broke Castaño down the second time and got it done. You just don't have that knockout power from these fighters like that. You don't see finishes too much, like, you know what I'm saying, in these divisions. Deontay Wilder is a special person in itself because he got the right hand. That right hand is just lethal, bro. That shit was just anointed from God, bro. You know what I'm saying? For him to be knocking out dudes that's way bigger than him and just be putting motherfuckers to bed with that right hand is just crazy. Look, just think about Deontay Wilder's punching power is I call it, it's more than Gervonta's, in my opinion. It is, hands down. You have to think about him being his size and him knocking down Tyson Fury. All those times he knocked down big ass Fury, bro. Undercard Luke. Russell, let me see. I like Ryan, but damn, if he ain't right, he's goofy. That calls Tank a dog. He's getting the better sparring. Hey man, you know I don't know how he's gonna get his respect, because I don't look at boxing as being a sport where they're going out here searching for a selective group of men from Christian academies. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for Christian academies, Baptists, Mormons, Muslims. You know, they go into academies and shit. That's not boxing, bro. They're not going out here looking for people who fit the description, who can be promoted. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. Who has the looks to sell tickets? That's not boxing, bro. You got killers in this sport. You got dudes who was locked up in this sport. You got dude who's in the sport and go get locked up and then come back and still compete in the sport. I don't know what it's going to take for them to realize that these fighters are not being cloned. The fighters that you see that's knocking cats out, let's just look at the Oscar Valdez when he knocked out, you know, he had that infamous knockout, right? Of Miguel Berchelt. Oscar Valdez knockout like that. Just imagine a person giving you that all the time. That's what Tank does. I'm saying outside of the heavyweight down to it, that's what Tank does. Tank gives you the freaking stoppage in brutal fashion. Oscar Valdez knocking out freaking Miguel Berchelt in brutal fashion, man. That was brutal. That shit was brutal, dog. That shit came out of nowhere. That shit was brutal. No matter how you look at it, that shit was goddamn brutal, and that was a classic ass knockout. And that shit'll be around boxing highlights forever and a day. Roy Jones Jr., his knockouts, man, just crazy. Crazy knockouts, man. Motherfuckers hemorrhaging and grabbing their side like somebody hit them with a goddamn spear. Only thing I would say, Tank, continue to do what you're doing. Don't pay too much attention to whatever, because you already know what it is with you. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is with that Be More El Chin Checker. You already know, bro. God bless them different. Motherfuckers can't understand. Look, it's just like, you know, being this person that walk up to somebody and you always slap them in the back of the head, right? They turn around as you. That's just what it is when I say, okay, every time Tank got to fight against a taller person or bigger person, they say, look how small he is. He's so short. Oh my God. So-and-so has a chance. They always talk about, oh, so-and-so has a chance. He has a chance. Gamboa, he has a chance. Yes, he does. Isaac Cruz, he has a chance. He does, he has a chance. And then you try to be intellectual, right? So, okay, so what you basing the chance off of? Look how small he is. He's so short and small. But they just missing the whole point of his gift. You know what I'm saying? You talk about compact people, how you put it? Technicians. Compact technicians in the sport of boxing that know how to move and close distance. That's warfare when it comes down to it, especially in the military. We have to close with seek and destroy. When you short and you compact, you move efficiently to your body, the stature of your body, and you're able to close distance and land those power shots wherever you so desire. But another thing that people under is the armor. Gervonta Davis' armor is official. He's been hit with some shots, bro. So until somebody put him down and have him getting off the canvas for a full count, I'm not talking about tripping over nobody's feet. I'm talking about until somebody land flush and put this man, y'all got to respect his chin. Because that man was hit by I don't know how many shots. People always talking about it when they do lives. Oh, well, he gets hit all the time. And all Ryan Garcia has to do, okay, what if Ryan Garcia lands that shot? It's as clean as it can get. And Tank shakes his head no. He shakes his head no. How many times have you seen Tank land power shots on dudes and they really didn't give him the sign? Okay, we don't have the sign. I mean, he doesn't get frustrated. He's like, okay, I hit you with some good shit. You still here. And then he hit you with some more good shit. And then he started to see slowly but surely. Boom, boom, bang, bang, bing, bang. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude, you can't even see his facial expression change if he hits you with some good shit and nothing happens. He just keep on the mission. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop. Jab, jab. You know what I'm saying? Switching shit up. What is Ryan Garcia gonna do, bro? If shit ain't working out his way, he land a motherfucking hook to the body. He doesn't get that reaction that he's looking for. What next? How's his mindset gonna be? How's his mental gonna be, bro? If he lands that shot and nothing happens, because we don't seen Tank land shot on his opponents, and they really don't give him a sign that shit hurt, bro. Like, he doesn't go in there in the first round and try to get you up out of there early night, take it to the showers. I'm going out. It's time to get something to eat. I'm out. No, he slowly, methodically break your ass down strategically. And sometimes Tank, he don't even be entirely focused on the fight. He be asking where his team at. He be talking to people outside the ropes. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. Ryan, you really trying to fuck with this dude, dog. Sometimes he's not even entirely focused on the fight. He's trying to see where mom's at. He's trying to see where his team is at. He was asking where Leonard Ellaby was. Dude, in between rounds, he was talking to Floyd Mayweather one time. Dude, y'all really want to fuck with this dude, dog. Oh, my God, dog. Bro. Y'all really want to fuck with him bad. The dude sometimes not even entirely focused on the fight and still be in there putting on the show. God damn, dog. Shout out to Undercard Boxing. Salute to you for pulling up. First time I seen you on deck. Appreciate you. I don't think that big shot from Ryan's hook gonna be nearly enough. Chin up, stiff, can't fight backwards, hand always down, going backwards, horrible footwork. Man, I got tanking like 6. Listen, and shout out to Sauce on deck, man. Look, I hear you, brother. I hear where you're coming from. I don't know if he can get past 6. And listen, it's just a lot of areas I done seen Gervonta perform in inside that square that I just can't take the pros and cons of his performances and go to grading Ryan Garcia and say, okay, these are areas that he's going to excel versus Tank. I want to get this man like, okay, reach. But Tank's defense. Yeah, you got reach. Tank defense. Okay, you got speed. Tank has defense. He does get hit, but it's been known that Ryan Garcia sometimes go to the well too often, and he loves being enamored with that left. Now, I know he was mentioning something about his right hand. Okay, you can go in there and you throw combination with both hands, but most of the time, your bread and butter is the left. So all I'm saying is, if you're gonna execute the left, whatever you do, it's going to be a jab or it's going to be that left hook or whatever. In order for me to grade your performance, I really have to look at this fight and see how you react if you don't get that subtle passiveness from Gervonta if you land something to his body. You know what I'm saying? If he don't take a knee or if he don't move around and give you an indication that, damn, that shit hurt. What are you going to do? What is your mindset? How are you going to crumble? Are you going to continue to stick with the game plan and show that Joe Goosen has truly tuned you up in the lab in preparation for this fight, shawty? You know what I'm saying? I like Joe Goosen. Good dude, bro. I like Joe Goosen, man. Good guy. I'm just wondering if Joe Goosen is going to be enough to get Ryan Garcia to the level that he needs to fight a monster like Tank. Because a Tank has ammo, a Tank has armor, and a Tank, when you hear people mention Tank, what do they think? Battlefield, warfare. That's what they think of a Tank. That ain't just no off-the-wall generic name to give somebody. Like, yeah, in order for you to be considered a Tank, you have to have characteristics, physical characteristics displayed inside the square for people to consider you to be such a vehicle. An armored vehicle, a vehicle that uses lethal force. But to me, I call him El Chin Checker. I don't need nobody to co-sign on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody to co-sign on. I'm just saying, how many chins he have to check for him to be El Chin Checker? How many? He chin checked Ricardo Nunez. I was there for that. God damn it. I'm back, shouty. See. Appreciate that comment, Sauce. Put that shit up there right there. Candy Slim 501 on deck with it. That won't happen. Ryan's power is just as good as Tank, if not better. Okay. Hey, man. Opinions are not based off facts. I would never sit up here and express my opinion and expect you to digest it as facts. It is what it is. I absolutely disagree. He has never had an opponent in the ring standing across from him with the stature or the resume of a Gervonta Davis. Within that resume has a chin. He's been hit. Come on, who on his resume? Who's on Ryan's resume that you can mirror up? You can gauge that his power is just as good, if not better, than Gervonta's. Come on, Candy Slam. Come on, man. Sweeten it up, Jolly. Come on, man. Sweeten it up for me, man. Who on his resume? Give me one name. Give me one name, dog. A name other than Luke Campbell. Loudly, I'm just saying, just for conversation, big dog. You know what I'm saying? I watched Keith Thurman hit Barrios over and over again. Barrios kept going. Tank hit Barrios with a body shot, and he just clutched and fell. Tank power different. Yes, sir, man. That shit is different, man. It's fancy. You know what I'm saying? He got that fancy power, dog. The shit look different all the time. You know what I'm saying? It looks different all the time. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. We're talking about as you have improved competition and continue to get those results. Like, yeah, salute to Isak Cruz being the second contestant to make it to the final bell. Ding ding. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't have no problem with Isak Cruz. You know, he did what he had to do. He fought the way he fought, but he was more so trying to be protective. You know what I'm saying? When it came down to it, he really didn't want to get knocked out. So he came in there with good, solid defensive game plan, but he doesn't have power, and he was so attentive to being defensively sounded that every time he got a little opening, he tried to throw the same shot. Now he was pressuring. That's one person that can fight on the inside. You know, he was pressuring, but guess what? He didn't want to fight Ryan Garcia. Isak Cruz didn't want to fight Ryan Garcia, bro. He turned the fight down. They say they was trying to get another fight with Tank, so he went in there and fought Gamboa. Hey man, to each his own. James on deck, salute to you, bro. Saw say Carlos Morales took Ryan to a blender. Hey man, I want to hear some names that's supposed to be elevated sense of competition. Who has he fought that has elevated him? Who has he went in there and just dominated? Like he dropped Tago in the first round, y'all, and he couldn't even get that man up out of there. What was the excuse? You had to wait. Nobody was talking about wart on the brain. You had to wait. They requested the weight. Okay, Javier Fortuna, Manuel Tago requested that high weight. Okay, that's the same thing that Ryan Garcia was requesting for this fight. He wanted to fight at 140, right? Okay, so he had 2 fights at 140, and he goes 1-1 with stoppages. He stopped Javier Fortuna, but didn't stop Emmanuel Tago. He stopped Javier Fortuna, who looked very, very deconditioned and act like he wasn't even doing too much in training camp. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look like he was in shape for that fight. I'm serious. That wasn't the same Javier Fortuna who was going life and limb with Adrian Granados. That wasn't the same Javier Fortuna going mano a mano with Robert Easter. Maybe not Adrian Granados. Did he? Maybe not. Let me see. Let me check my receipts right quick. Yeah, Adrian Granados. Yeah, because him and Adrian Granados was thrown out. I was at that fight, and it ended in a no contest. We had to go out on a stretcher and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like, hey, it is what it is, man. Barrios was weight drain versus Tank. You trolling? Stop it, bro. You don't believe that shit. He was weight drained in his own division that he was champion. Got it. Got it. He was weight drained in his own division. I got it. He never even had a problem before that, but he was weight drained. I got it. Understood. But it's been great, man, because you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to come in here and give you some boxing alphabet soup. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a hot topic. It's not too much to try to figure out moving forward. Like, there are some big fights out there, of course. We cannot downplay Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. Shout out to them too. I like both fighters. You know what I'm saying? As far as boxers and everything. Caleb Plant, I got to go off what he told me. He said that David Benavidez was the easiest in the division. So, being he told me that to my face, I'm going to hold him to that. That's what he said. That's what he said, bro. That's what he said. So That's gonna be a good fight. From my understanding, Oscar said he's trying to make Hami McGear and Jamal Charlo. Canelo comes back this year, and then Dimitri Bivol. I forgot what next opponent he has, but he should be stepping back in the ring sometimes this year too. I heard that Beterbiev, whatever he's trying to do, I hope he doesn't have another injury, because he was set to fight somebody, if I'm not mistaken. His old age, man, he might be, doing a little bit too much in training and getting injured. I really was hoping that him and Bivol fight for undisputed at 175. I was really hoping that. And look, don't y'all forget that, Badu Jack just picked up that title from Makabu, right? So I'm thinking a big fight for Badu Jack that'll be huge for him with a paycheck and everything is that him and Canelo fight for that freaking cruiserweight title. So keep your eyes peeled for that. That may indeed happen, man. Badu Jack, Canelo Alvarez, because I'm telling you all, I told you all this long time ago. I said Canelo Alvarez is not leaving the sport unless he's a 5-division world champion. He's already completed the undisputed. That's over with, done. And his next is to be a 5-weight world champion. And he's going to do that. He's going to be a 5-weight world champion. Guaranteed. And it's going to be up there sometime soon. That's what I think. And then lastly, we're still waiting on everything when it comes to who's fighting who. We don't know the names. We don't know, if it's going to be, who it's going to be, where it's going to be, what it's going to be. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with Crawford Spence. I'm not even asking or communicating with my people about it. I'm not trying to put out information about anything dealing with that fight right now. I hope they're negotiating, but like I tell people all the time, like I said earlier today, they can say whatever they want about the BLK, but hey, that's one of the reasons why they have to go into negotiations. Shit ain't the same. The price yesterday is not today's price. You have to understand that. But I hope they get it in. I hope they make an announcement. I know people are going to start trying to come up with dates that it's going to be announced. Don't believe these fools. They always wrong. They always miss the mark, y'all. And you should write a Yelp review on their ass. Write a Yelp review on them. Goddamn, get that motherfucker a point, a 0.00, 0.1 star. Something, a 0.0001. Give them the corner of a star. A tip of a motherfucking corner of a star. But man, y'all been cool, man. I be who I be. What's good with it? Okay, Bernie says it's happening. I was over on his live. I didn't stay for the whole live. So Bernie says it's happening. Let's keep faith. But once again, we need to go back and revisit what Errol Spence put up there, right? This is what he said back in the day. I don't know if it's too many people still holding him accountable for this right here, but I'm just thought I'll throw some old trinkets up here. I just thought I'll throw some old trinkets up there. He said, I don't need to lie to you. I don't need to lie to you. I don't throw shade. Your little cheerleading ass going to be heartbroken. But when I put that boy Dick in the dirt, he said he was going to put that boy Dick in the dirt, man. Y'all remember he said that shit? He said he going to put his dick in the dirt. He also said the fight was going to be next, and the fight wasn't next. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep hope alive. Being that February has passed us, let's keep hope alive. Y'all continue to pray to whatever your supreme being is. Continue to support WCS. I appreciate you. Hit the like button on your way out. And just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. Shout out to everyone that was in the building. And before we go, I want y'all to do refresh the mental chat. I want y'all to refresh the mental chat. Clear your minds of all the contaminants that you may encounter. I know if you do all the traveling like Blunt's, you know, Blunt's immune system is getting stronger and stronger to the contaminants that's around this bitch. Be very careful. And I be too. I be been around the block. You know what I'm saying? Be very careful about the people who you listen to and what narratives they pushing. I ain't out here to damn, you know, be no protester or anything. But I'm just saying, it's some people out here to be talking on some nonsense and be taking this shit too personal. Bruce Gas, Boxer Jazz, and more. Salute to you, OG. How you feeling? What's good? Well, man, y'all hold this down. Appreciate you pulling up. Let me clear this. Let me clear this. I don't want to leave with Errol Spence on my live. But shout out to Team Davis, man. El Chin checking himself. Y'all continue to stay tuned. Whatever. Make sure Ryan stay positive, motivated out there. You know, big shout out to y'all. And turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports, man. I'm out.